A story of boy who wanted more. Liam was never satisfied with the present. As a child, he found school boring, chores unbearable, and time too slow. He often wished he could skip ahead to the exciting parts of life, the moments where he would be successful, rich, and free. One day, while playing in the woods, he met an old woman with silver hair and eyes that held the wisdom of centuries. She handed him a small spool of golden thread and whispered, "This is the thread of your life. Whenever you wish to skip forward, just pull it. But be careful. Once a moment is gone, it never returns." Excited, Liam barely listened to her warning. He tucked the thread into his pocket, eager to use his newfound power. The next day, Liam sat in class, staring at the clock as his teacher droned on about history. His fingers brushed against the golden thread in his pocket. "Why should I waste time learning about the past?" he thought. He gave the thread a small tug. In an instant, he was no longer in the classroom. Instead, he was older, standing in front of his high school locker. The years had passed in a blink, and though he recognized his classmates, he had no memory of the friendships he had built, the lessons he had learned, or the fun he had along the way. At first, he felt a slight unease, but he quickly brushed it aside. If skipping a few years worked, why not do it again? Liam dreamed of being successful. College seemed like a long road filled with struggles and stress, so he pulled the thread again. Suddenly, he was in a grand office, sitting behind a massive desk. He had a job, a good one. His colleagues respected him, but something was missing. Where were the memories of late-night study sessions? Where was the thrill of his first job interview? Where was the excitement of discovering his true passion? But before he could think too much about it, he focused on the next goal: marriage, a family, more wealth. With each pull of the thread, Liam skipped the moments that seemed difficult, painful, or slow. He avoided the arguments with his wife, but also missed the joy of making up. He skipped the sleepless nights with his newborn son, but also missed his first steps, his first words. Life was moving forward at lightning speed, yet he felt emptier with each passing year. One morning, Liam woke up and felt weak. His hands, once strong, were wrinkled. His hair, once thick and dark, was gray. He stood before a mirror, barely recognizing the old man staring back at him. His home was quiet. His children had grown up and moved away. His wife, once full of life, had aged without him truly seeing her. His career had been a success, but he had no stories to tell, no moments to cherish. He had lived his life, but had he truly experienced it? Desperate, he reached for the golden thread, but there was nothing left. It was all gone. The years he had rushed through could never be rewound. Just then, he heard a familiar voice behind him. The old woman from his childhood stood there, her eyes filled with sorrow. "Did you learn what you needed to learn, Liam?" she asked gently. Tears filled his eyes. "I wasted it all. I thought happiness was at the end of the journey, but I missed everything that made life worth living." The woman nodded. "Happiness isn't found in skipping the hard parts. It's found in embracing them, in growing through them, in truly living each moment." And with that, she vanished. Don't be in such a hurry to reach your destination that you forget to enjoy the road.